Okay, I cleared out the back corner of my shop building here and brought in one of the 275-gallon totes that I bought. And this is the one that I modified to use as the fish tank. I cut some holes in the top, pretty large holes. Used a hole saw to start and then a circular saw to cut out the straight areas. I put an opening on both ends of it, and this is where the fish will be placed, is in this tank. The water level in this tank is actually controlled by a siphon pipe that I put together here that comes off the drain off the bottom of the tank, and it goes up to a certain level and it 90s over to go into the filter barrel. The water level, with this being an open gap pipe, will never drop below this point, because if the water can't make it over the top, it can't make it out of the tank, so the fish will always be protected, that they will never run dry or run out of water if I had a rupture somewhere. From there, the water goes into this barrel, and it goes into the outer portion of this barrel to start with, so that any debris, trash from the fish, will collect in the bottom of this barrel, and the clean water will spill over into the center barrel, and that's where the suction comes from to feed outside into the grow tubes that all the plants are in. I've got a very small, if I can get this down here so you can see it, a very small 12-volt pump right there that's runoff tubing, and it's about an 8-gallon per minute flow. I'm sorry, 4-gallon per minute flow off of that little tiny pump down there, and that's a 12-volt pump, same as the sump pump. I wanted to design this so that everything could be run off batteries and powered from solar. So basically it comes from that pump, goes around here up this tubing, and that's the other end of that pipe that's outside the building where the water's going into the grow tubes. Here's my solar controller. I put 200-watt solar panels on the roof of the building to charge the battery bank, and I used 3 deep cycle marine batteries, 12-volt batteries, to power the pumps, and it's working perfectly. It's never run out of power to where the pumps can't run. The small 12-volt pump over there runs 24 hours a day, and then the lift station pump out in the 5-gallon bucket, it runs for about 30 seconds every 2.5 minutes. So it's a 3-minute cycle on that thing coming on and pumping water back in here to the fish tank after it's passed through all the grow beds. Looking forward to putting fish in tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Water temperature is good for fish. I think it's at 69 degrees now. They need about 70 degrees for tilapia. I still need to put in my air pump lines and get everything set up for the fish, but I'm going to drive down and pick those up tomorrow and hopefully start fertilizing those plants to see some real growth.